I made croissants.
How was that? Ratatouille.
It was such an adventure, and I was trying to figure out, why do I want to make a croissant so badly?
It's kind of cringe the way you're saying it.
Because I'm saying it's super cringy.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know when like announcers will be like English speaking, but then they like when there's a Spanish word,
roll my R's like rancheros.
You're like, what are you doing? Just stick with where you. I don't know. Okay, go on.
So I was talking to Megan when we were on vacation, and she was telling me how labor intensive making a cheesecake was. 8 hours worth of work and a lot of this and that and temperatures and crust and blah, blah, blah. I was like, ugh, ew, I would never do that. And then I thought about it and I said, I really like croissants. So why not try to make a croissant? It can't be that bad. It can't be as bad as a cheesecake. I would say it's 3 times as worse as a cheesecake.
Have you made a cheesecake before?
No, but how she was making it sound, it took 3 times as long.
Okay.
So I just got it in my head that I want to have a fresh croissants on Sunday morning. It's gonna be so cute.
Yeah, you know where you get them from? Devil's Food.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
So I spent Friday night. I had to go to the grocery store 3 times because I messed it up immediately.
Yeah.
I put way too much yeast in it. The dough was rock hard. I was gonna roll with it, but I literally couldn't roll it. So start all over. Saturday, you roll out the dough in the fridge. Roll, fridge, roll, fridge, roll, fridge. This is an all-day event. And then on Sunday, they were supposed to puff up really nicely overnight and be ready to go in the oven and be the croissant that you see at Devil's Food. Okay. So I take them out of the fridge and put them in the oven, and they're flat. They're not puffed at all.
Right.
Maybe they puff in the oven. I don't know.
Yeah.
Never made them. No, they did not puff in the oven. However, they're edible. They came out very dense with a cracker-like crust on the outside.
Okay.
So you still got the flakiness, and when you cut it in, you could see the layers of the croissant on the inside, but it just wasn't like puffed up. So it was almost just a piece of bread with a cracker crust on the outside.
Interesting.
So then Austin and I went to the farmer's market and we got a real croissant to eat because that's what I really, really wanted.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I still have some croissants. I think I should throw them away. I don't think they're good anymore.
Will you try it again?
100%.
Oh, good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think in a couple weeks.
Why wait? Try again.
I'm busy this weekend, so I think next weekend.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So I hope to bring you a freshly baked croissant that looks like it comes from a French bakery or King Soopers.
Yeah, right. Okay. Well, honestly, I thought I was going to get carjacked on Monday.
Ooh.
I was pulling into my building, taking a right, and then there was this huge pimped out Escalade with dark tinted windows.
Oh.
And it was driving aggressively behind me. And I was like, I don't believe this person actually lives here. And they followed me through the gate. And then they were speeding behind me. Like they were, it felt like they were trying to ram me.
Yeah.
And then we went down and they kept following me. And then I was going to park in my spot and I was like, no.
No.
Absolutely. And so I like blew past it. And then, excuse me, back up to the next level up to try and exit the parking garage. And then rather than taking the right that I usually do, I took to the left. And then I lost them. And I then parked like in an obscure parking spot behind King Super so they couldn't find me.
Oh my gosh.
And
that's scary.
Turns out it was Corey and my roommate. And I was like, fuck you guys. He's like, I was telling, because I was just about to call him to say I almost just got carjacked, and he called me like immediately, and he's like, that was us. And I was like, you know what, you guys, fuck you. That was not funny.
No.
He's like, yeah, I got the sense that you were really scared.
Yeah.
Fuck you guys.
Oh my God.
I was so annoyed.
Honestly, try being a lady.
I know. Okay, well, I'm not done.
Okay.
My mother is coming to town. Sounds like the circus. My mother is coming to town June 1st, so 2 weeks. And she is staying at my house. She is staying in my bedroom for 30 days.
Ugh.
What the fuck?
I know. Okay, minus the fact that she's going to be here for 30 days in your room. It is sleeping outside weather.
Okay, that's the
That's-
least of my problems.
I
is
know.
sleeping outside.
I'm gonna say that's just like the one bright side.
There's
I'm just
zero bright side.
I'm trying to find one thing.
There are no bright sides to this. Of course, I'm glad she's alive and able to visit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's good. But 30 fucking days is too much. Like, what about my outfits of the day? Like, I have to tiptoe in here to get. No, okay, this is the least of the problems. The bedroom situation, not an issue.
Mm-hmm.
It's all the little fuckery that's going to happen during daylight hours and then nighttime hours. Like do you want to do something today? No, I need to do the same things I normally do when you're not here. Like, and you're no longer a house guest. Now you're just like a flatmate.
Uh-huh.
You're like an Airbnb person. And so, let's see. She's going to want me to help her like unload her storage unit, which is like for an entire house. And I don't want to do that. And then she's going to be like, do you want to go out to dinner? Expecting me to pay.
Of course.
I can't afford to have her here for 30 days.
No.
And then she's going to be like, well, what are you doing so late at night? And then, I stay up late and then I get up late, probably later than the average. Yeah, get up pretty late sometimes. Between the 8 and 10 o'clock hour.
Right.
Depending.
Mm-hmm. She knows that 30 days is too long.
Yeah, that doesn't make her stop doing it. And the fucking fact that okay, so I talked to her Mother's Day and I said, Happy Mother's Day. And she's like, I'm coming to visit for sure June 1st. And I said, that's good. I look forward to having you.
Mm-hmm.
Thinking it was like a week.
Right.
And then in which case I would drop everything to spend time with her. And then I realized after I got off the phone, I didn't ask her exactly how long will you be staying with us. So later I texted and I said, and she's like, long-winded text. And I was like, she's like, da-da-da-da-da, I have doctors and storage unit, blah, blah, blah. 30 days. I know that's a long time, but that's what I needed to do. She didn't even ask me. So all that therapy and all the like growth that I had around the Christmas, holiday, New Year's, I'm going to walk that back and I'm going to lose it. My roommate was like, she is absolutely not staying in the primary. She could sleep on the sofa in the living room. I was like,
oh my God. No,
that's not happening either. It's not about the living situation. She's like, can I borrow a car too?
No, we don't have an extra car.
For goodness sakes. Okay. Oh, well,
you know what might get her out of here sooner? She has 10 things to do while she's here?
Yeah.
Okay, schedule everything out. We have 2 hours to do your storage unit. Let's fucking go.
Oh, she doesn't work like that. She doesn't work like that. She has like a meltdown when you're like, well, let's get rid of it. No. Remember I tried to go to her house when she moved out?
Yeah.
And it was just a fight. And I have a brother.
Right.
I have a fucking brother.
You do.
I posted a story last night. It was like, I do these reels because I don't have a family that cares about me. So, but I'm like, fuck you, dude. You could be helping somehow.
Yeah, and he's going to act like she's not even here.
Yeah. Okay. So I heard, I'm just going to keep going. I have a couple of things out. That's another thing. I had a really good open mic on Monday night, I think. I don't know. Like,
to your recollection, it was good.
And before I went up, I asked my friend Jojo, hey, will you record this? I got the phone ready, the camera's up, handed it to him. He forgot to record it. I'm so fucking pissed.
Oh my God, you got one job.
I was like, dude, he's like, I'm sorry, I forgot. I was like,
not even halfway through, you didn't think, oh, just hit record, even if you forgot initially?
Yeah.
Damn.
I know. All right.
You haven't been doing the Monday night open mics lately.
I haven't been doing Tuesdays. Or I don't know which one. 2 weeks, before the wedding, and then I was sick.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I do need to... Sarah Silverman's coming into town, and I'm going to try and, call in a favor and get someone to introduce me.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. That person I know that way is friends with the owner. So maybe. I don't know. Okay. I heard this story where this guy, well, I just saw it on Instagram, let's be honest. This guy was suing his EMT because on his chest, he had tattooed DNR, do not resuscitate. The guy was hitting a hit and run, and he flatlined.
Mm-hmm.
And the EMT brought him back to life, and now the guy's got $40,000 in medical bills.
Oh.
And he's like, I didn't want to. I didn't want to come back. I was prepared to cross over. These were his words.
Yeah.
And he's like, the DNR is on my chest. And
you can't take tattoos seriously.
no, I was like,
that's not
if
HIPAA
you had
approved.
yeah, I know. If you had the bracelet,
Yeah.
the like when you can't take off the perma bracelet,
that
with the
that says DNR and the medical.
What is
thing.
that?
It's there's a fancy name for it. I don't know what it is, but it's the thing with the snake wrapped around it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which you would think a snake is not necessarily the symbol of health.
Snake, maybe it's from like snake oil medicine people, and then it got somehow integrated into actual medicine.
That's ridiculous.
I don't know.
That sounds like a conspiracy.
It does sound like a conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I have another eating disorder. This one's actually kind of annoying.
Christmas in July here.
I don't think I can digest fruit very well.
You don't really eat it very often.
No. So then I went balls to the wall and had a smoothie full of strawberry, blueberry, raspberry.
Why are you going out your lane? Going out of your lane?
Yeah.
Why?
Because last year I was really into smoothies around this time, and I was super skinny because I was doing all my workouts, and I have 2 smoothies a day. But now that I think about it, they were not fruit smoothies. It was mostly just protein powder and a banana.
Why did you think that you would want a fruit smoothie?
Because when I'm really hungry, sometimes I want to like scoop something up and chew it in my mouth, kind of.
But why fruit?
Because I guess having almond butter and banana and protein powder every single day, that seems kind of heavy.
Which is worse?
Being ill from fruit.
Yeah, okay.
So I'm going to go back to just protein powder and almond butter and maybe a little bit banana.
Well, I hope you get skinny because you've been really packing on the pounds lately.
Duh.
Duh. And the diet pill I am taking, I don't know if it's working. Yeah, well, it certainly helps curb. Although, like the entire time I was sick last week, I had a milkshake every day. So I was like, I don't know if this is working.
I don't know.
I took 2 on Monday. I was so productive. That's what got me those reels.
So the diet pill is Adderall?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is. And I was like, I fucking knew it. I just fell off the sobriety wagon when it comes to Adderall. I'm fucked. I was like, yes, it is. My doctor's a drug pusher.
Oh my God, let's just give you some meth while we're at it.
I know. Because I know it really is kind of Adderall-y because I worked on last Friday. It was very busy and I couldn't smile. I wasn't smiling.
Oh.
And that is the telltale sign that I'm cracked out.
Because you grind your teeth and you can't do it?
Oh, yeah. And I get stressed out by it. When there's really nothing to get. And that's probably, we didn't talk about this last week. At work, I snapped at one of my cooks.
Oh, that's what you said.
Yeah.
You told me.
And he said something and I was like, don't tell me how to do my fucking job.
That side of her never comes out at work.
No one's ever seen me like that. And so with that, I was like, oh, fuck, I just overstepped my boundaries. And I turned around and I was like, that's insubordination. I turned to him. I was like,
walk that back.
Super sorry. That was so inappropriate. Please, I hope you accept my sincere apology. Mm-hmm. And then I went straight to my GM and I was like, I did a really bad thing. I was insubordinate. I'm really sorry. And she's like, if you talk to me that way, otherwise, that's your equal. And I was like, that shouldn't even be allowed either. But thank you. I was like, sorry. I'm so sorry. I worked really hard. It was my record-breaking sales. Yeah. And so she went and talked and then just let him bitch.
I love how you tattled on yourself.
Well, it's better than no. It's being proactive because there's gonna be a conversation. Sure. And she'd rather have the heads up than come to me and like bridge that, like approach it and be like, "What's going on?" And you'd be like, "Well, honestly, I fucking snapped."
Honestly, I think my diet pills got switched with Adderall.
I think.
Honestly, I think my doctor gave me meth and I'm addicted and I can't get off of it. And you're like, yeah. Yeah. Oh, you know what was a good experience of a substance to consume? Was that liquid THC drink that we had? Because the 2 milligrams that I had, I think it was just enough By the time I got home, I was like, la-di-da,
Yeah.
blah-di-blah.
Yeah.
So much that I almost forgot to get my nails done. I was like, ah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Totally.
So, and that was a perfect amount because anything else, I would be very nauseous and unwell.
Well, yeah, that's good. It's nice to know. I don't see you buying it.
Never.
Yeah.
You know how long it would take me to drink that whole entire bottle?
A long time. It would probably expire.
It probably would.
Yeah. I still want to get sponsored by that off field. It's a cannabis and fitness thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, what issues do you have?
Everything on me is dry.
It is. You should get amylactin.
Yeah, my hands are dry. My fingers are dry.
Why is your hands so gross?
That's what I'm saying.
You look gross.
I know I look gross. I don't like it.
Why?
It's so dry. Why is it so dry?
Okay, well, I can't speak to why. However, I have options for you. You can do working hands or you can do amylactin. And I'm a big fan of the amylactin. It's strong, but it will like make your hands so supple.
I just need a supple hand. I think it's because I also use a lot of hand sanitizer at work.
Ew.
Also.
And is that from like weightlifting?
Maybe, but why is it only on one hand?
I don't know.
And then like this is kind of dry.
It looks like psoriasis.
Oh, and my scalp is dry. My face is dry. My face is really dry because I started some new supplements for my acne.
Oh, why are you always fucking with everything? You never let things just be. Can't you just be the same thing forever?
No.
That's weird.
I'll have to fuck around and find out.
You do fuck around, and it's always with supplements and your face and your diet and shit.
Okay, but this is why the face I think is dry because I was off the supplements for the like 2 weeks that I couldn't get them.
Which was working.
No, it wasn't.
Oh.
I broke out so badly.
Oh.
Yeah.
It was just you had weight loss.
Yeah. Didn't you see my face last week? It was like really bad. So it's clearing up now.
No, I can't.
So I don't know. Everything on me is dry and it's not ideal.
Okay. My issue, my mom's coming to visit me for 30 days.
This is what I think we should do. When it is storage cleaning day, bring me. Because I'm the outside party and I'm
going to drop you off.
Okay. And I will, this is what I want to do. Take photos, post it on Facebook Marketplace, and we're getting rid of all the shit. There's no reason to have storage when you live in Mexico and your storage is here.
It's all emotional attachments.
Well, she probably doesn't even realize what's in the storage unit until she sees it.
Oh no, she's got a steel trap mind.
Oh.
She's gonna be like, that's where I get mine from. Do you remember 6 months ago when I asked you? No, I don't. All right. Well, I've done enough complaining.
Same.
Okay. What are we gonna talk about?
Conspiracy theories.
Oh, fun. Love it.
I love a good conspiracy theory.
I do too. Why? Okay, let's start with this. Why do you think they're so popular?
I think because we are by ourselves for way too much during the day and we have too much free time to think. And then it's easy to get caught up in a rabbit hole of something that's off the grid. Because I feel like it's just like fascinating. It's like watching a car accident that's about to happen. You can't take your eyes off of it. It's just like a conspiracy. You want to dig deeper and deeper and deeper and see if there's any truth to it.
I think that's an interesting perspective.
Why do you think they're so popular?
Okay, I looked it up. One is bullshit. I forgot why. But in my opinion, we do feel lied to. We are lied to. In the past, we weren't lied to as much. So we were a little more trusting because it does feel like there's way more conspiracy theories now than there ever were.
Right.
Growing up for me, there was like, who shot John F. Kennedy? And what's another one? Oh, like the 1919 Black Sox in Chicago. They threw the World Series. They got paid, but they got paid to like lose.
Never heard of that.
No. I don't mean it like that, but okay. So I just think that we're becoming more ignorant. I'm trying to see how I can stitch this together. The social media, and I think conspiracy theories are now being spun out of mind control.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Mass manipulation.
Yeah.
And you had a president that his whole like subcontext platform was about mind control, misleading, misinformation, alternative facts, fake news, all those things. So at this point, our heads are spinning and we don't know what's real.
I know it. And you should innately be trusting someone who's in power.
Well,
then that's how they gain
historically,
traction.
yeah,
Right.
historically, we like, I was talking about this with my roommate. I kind of asked around. I was like, how do you feel about some of the conspiracy theories that people align themselves with is just baffling. So he's like, I'm not even convinced they were landed on the moon. I was like, what the fuck?
Someone I know thinks the earth is flat.
Ew.
Brother-in-law. What?
Stop. Just stop talking.
Yeah.
I'll tell you a couple other ones. It's fun. Okay. Rosa Parks. She was technically sitting in the black section.
Okay.
Designated black section up in the front of the bus. And what had happened was the bus was so full, there was 3 white men standing, in which the bus driver ordered her to stand up to give her seat to the white gentleman.
Okay.
At which point she's like, no, I'm sitting in the black section. I'm not getting up. So that was that. But she, yeah.
So it's kind of just become more of a
myth. Like a legend.
Yeah.
Well, I think, let's see. I think recycling is a lie.
That's a lie. I think, okay, I do actually think that recycling is a lie.
Because 100%.
Dump truck, or the garbage truck person that comes to pick up the dumpsters, it looks like they're actually putting it all into the same truck, right?
It does look like that.
And also, who is actually sorting the recycling from the paper to the plastic?
Well, let's take a step back. Where is it going?
I know. Where's it going?
Where's the recycling plant?
I think some middleman to go to the dumpster.
I think this is a bunch of baloney. I don't believe it.
I think there's photos over in Asia somewhere where all of our shit is just washing up on shore.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
They just dump it in the ocean. There's nowhere left to dump it.
I know.
So they take my mom's shit and put it over there. Get her a container.
They're trying to make me think that I'm also doing a good thing by using stupid paper bags at the grocery store, which fall apart the second you pick them up.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I'd rather hold them in my hand.
I know. Like, I'll juggle them.
I'll put them in my shirt like a pocket.
I'll put them in my pants.
I've done that. I did that today. The apple was falling out of my hand. Okay, well, the tobacco industry in 1950 swore that there was no harmful or addictive additives in, and they knew it 100% that it was, but they doubled down and they're like, no, we can't let them figure out that, like, the ingredient that was most powerful or most potent was the addictive qualities. Because once they get them, it was like Big Pharma back then.
Uh-huh.
They love killing off the population. They will sell us for pennies on the dollar.
Big money in killing people.
Oh my goodness. Oh, you know what else is a lie no one's talking about? Is that people's eyesight is rapidly declining because of all the blue light. And I think that if I were to start 2 businesses, one of which would be like an optometrist or whatever.
Okay.
Ophthalmologist. So I could, because my age and older, everyone's wearing glasses. And I think we're diminishing to begin with. But now with all the blue light and the weakness of the muscle to begin with, I can't see a thing in the morning. I put those glasses on. I'm like, this is luxurious.
Are you going to start a business where you do eye yoga and you strengthen up the muscles?
What I should do is learn how to get off your phone.
Yeah, you should.
The other business I would start, this is unrelated, but if I would be an orthopedic surgeon in San Miguel de Allende because the roads are so uneven and the cobblestone streets and the big brick things. So,
and it would keep moms from coming home to have surgery, staying for a month.
I'm gonna be so miserable for the entire month of June.
You should just come over to my house. You have a key. Let yourself in anytime. No one might be home most of the time, but you can get away.
It's true.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
You're welcome. Come over whenever.
Thanks. I forgot about that as an option.
Yeah.
How about, let's not forget about when Obama signed, it was okay for you to like extrapolate all of our online history, our metadata, our text messages, and our emails. Because
that's why something happened
something happened, and I don't remember.
Something happened where they needed all of our information.
Right. And that's where Snowden came in. He was like, oh, just so you know. Not to mention George Bush the second. He was like, 9/11, go ahead and tap everyone's phone.
Oh.
It wasn't an inside job. We didn't do it.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, my last one is, in the 70s, the CIA was doing mind control experiments in which they were putting them on LSD to see what the responses were. And the way in which they lured these men in is very similar to which the Dateline when they trap a predator.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's like the bait. So prostitutes would lure them in and drop them off at the medical science building, in which they, like, against their free will, were drugged up with LSD.
Huh.
Isn't that fascinating?
That's a fun fact.
I was like, I would love to be a part of that.
No one's just accidentally luring me to do drugs somewhere.
I would volunteer. I volunteer.
I would volunteer. I want to do like a psilocybin study.
Yeah, you and me both.
You know what my favorite conspiracies are?
What?
Kind of my own thoughts and conspiracies about like all the celebrity things and pop culture things going on right now. Okay, number 1, P. Diddy.
Oh.
Okay. So this video of him abusing Cassie came out.
Yeah.
It happened in 2016. So for how long ago? That was 8 years ago? Okay, 8 years ago.
I'm a doctor.
Yeah. Let me count my fingers.
On the knuckles.
Yeah.
No, that's the month. January, 31 days.
17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Okay, 8. Had to confirm. 8 years ago. This happened, and this video has been existing somewhere for 8 years. Okay, and then there's another woman that came forward saying he made me give him head or whatever, like I got assaulted by him. His bodyguard saying he assaulted me, like all these things coming out about P. Diddy right now, in light of the fact that the feds raided his house and literally nothing has happened from that. Like, they raided his house, nothing has come out of it. There's no charges on anything. So this is what I think is happening with this video coming out at this point. I think that 2 thoughts. Either
I'm like hanging on every word.
Okay, so either the feds were saying, we have this video of you abusing Cassie. If you put this out and tarnish your own name and you let people come forward with all these other allegations, we're going to let the sex trafficking slide. We're going to downplay this federal offense and all these other charges that we could have on you if you just tarnish your name and go out of spotlight and like say goodbye and not go to prison. That's one thought that I have.
Okay.
Or the other thought is that Cassie is lining up her PR. She's on the comeback for something. Maybe she has some new music coming out. Maybe she's going to be acting. Maybe she's going to start her career all over again. And she was
like Amber, what's her head?
Yeah.
For Johnny Depp.
And doing like a PR campaign and like getting all these people to come forward now and getting this video that she probably had for a long time, releasing it right now when he's already not on anyone's good side. So then her popularity is going up, and whatever project she does next, everyone's gonna be like, yeah, fuck yeah, like Cassie's awesome. Let's go support her.
So we should make false claims that he came after us?
Yeah. He looked at me the wrong way when I saw him in concert. I don't even know I was old enough to go to a concert when he was
with Mace.
Yeah. So that's why that was just my thoughts about what's happening, because I just think the timing's very curious on all fronts. And it comes out that lame ass apology video, sorry I got caught video. Not even sorry that I did it, just oh sorry I got caught. Essentially, I was in a bad place. That was rock bottom for me. Sorry, I'll do better.
Get away with everything.
I know. I'm like, that's a fucking lame apology.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Jeffrey Epstein, he did not commit suicide.
No.
No way, Jose.
See, it's along the same lines.
They keep lying. And we're like, yo. Oh. Whoops, daisy. We're like, yo, at this point, we know you're fucking lying.
It's
so frustrating.
I know. And also, like, speaking of like pedos,
yeah,
there's that new movie with Anne Hathaway, the Idea of You.
Yeah, it's
based on a book of an older lady hooking up with a barely legal person.
You know, it could be me. I could be the inspo to the book.
This is my conspiracy, is that Hollywood is making this movie so that we can get more comfortable with the thought of lady pedos.
She had no access. She didn't even get tickets to the show.
I know. She couldn't even get tickets to the show, but if she could, she would. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you and me both.
So isn't it just like much friendlier when it's an older lady and a
It doesn't count. It's like the only thing where the scales are tipped in favor of women. Everything else, it's not in our favor.
No.
And the more I do comedy, the more I realize how much society hates us. There's no conspiracy there. It's really just the case. They don't like us.
They don't like us. Don't take us seriously.
No.
No. Also, why do you think J-Lo and Ben are still together?
Because I think it's hard to get divorced. It's fucking expensive. I'll tell you why. Because it's not easy to oh, come on. That's a very easy question. I think, oh, for goodness sakes, they're not ready. Their PR team's not ready for the shitstorm that's going to be that they broke up. Why did they get together in the first place? Because her sun is setting and she needed something and they needed to get it out of their system. Those two are like...
I think that the longer that Ben stays, there must be like a bigger payday at the end.
For sure. Because you see how fucking miserable he looks?
I know.
He just looks deflated.
He looks deflated and defeated.
She must be the worst.
I agree. Because the movie documentary, whatever she put out, The Greatest Love Story Never Told, he was like, doesn't that defeat the purpose if you're telling the greatest love story never told? And sharing all my private shit that I sent to you for the world to see. Like, that crossed the line. I feel like once she did that, he couldn't stop her because once she sets her mind to something, she's going to do it. And he couldn't stop her. And once that was out in the public, I feel like that was probably one of the breaking points of where he's like, you're fucking crazy.
Yeah.
You will not stop at anything to prove a point that you can fall in love and get a husband.
We get that.
Yeah.
You don't have to say anything. That has been established. We know you like falling in love. It might be your addiction. Just like this guy that I know who's a friend of ours. He has a sex addiction.
Oh.
He can't be alone.
Oh.
Recently divorced. Can't be alone, but he's got enough money to like fly you privately, across the country. And like, what do you want to do this week? What do you want to do for your birthday? Do you want to go to Cabo? So he treats these women like they're gold diggers. And then later
they're like, wait, I'm not actually a gold digger.
No,
but
you're
making them
yeah,
one.
Yeah. So you are molding me into one. And then you act surprised when I'm acting accordingly. You're the one that like set the pace for this. Why don't you take her to Chili's?
Right?
Yeah.
Set the bar low. Do not take me out to nice dinners all the time if you don't want me to expect that.
It's not even the dinners. Come to Vegas. Like, I have a friend's wedding. We'll be there 12 hours. Da, 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 da. As it relates back to Jen and Ben, I think, with A-Rod, she respected A-Rod because he was at the top of like his baseball profession and he was one of the greatest and he makes more money than her.
Right.
I don't think she respects Ben in the same way. So she just like railroaded over him.
Right. And then he is sober now because he was a big alcoholic. So I think maybe he's like, fuck, like I'm on my last leg. And if I divorce her right now, like I might spiral out of control because I
think he'll bounce better. He'll be better if he leaves her.
I think he's like has to get the PR set up and everything set in accordance. So like when it's time to pull the plug, it's not going to be like messy.
Here's hoping.
Here's hoping.
She seems like such a handful.
Oh, you know what else? This is my conspiracy about some other PR for Harry and Meghan.
Oh, yeah.
I swear, someone on their team, whoever is advising them on moves to make, products to do, specials to create, has to be working for the royal family. Because they keep on fucking everything up.
How so?
So she has her new company, American Riviera Orchard, ARO.
What is it again?
It's like a lifestyle brand. So she announced the brand on the same day that I think Kate announced that she had cancer or somewhere around the same time.
Yeah. She's trying to undermine the bride. She wore white to the wedding.
Yeah. So it's like,
of course.
It's timey like around there.
There is no coincidence there.
And then,
what is wrong with you, Meghan? I'm not really a Meghan fan.
I like her.
I know you do.
Yeah.
There's no grounds for you to like her.
Okay, but she's just listening to the wrong people because she comes out with this brand and then she released a jam and she sent the jam to 50 people, friends, family, influencers. Okay, and she made an announcement that this new company, there's gonna be a cooking show, there's gonna be products, there's gonna be food. Okay, if you launched a jam, where the fuck is the cooking show? Like, The timing on everything is so bad and so off. Like,
maybe she doesn't have a team.
or the royal family is sabotaging her. They have a mole. I am convinced that someone is in there just strong arming them that works for the royal family and just convincing them that they're making the best moves. Because they keep on fucking it up.
They're like boring. And I just feel like they're always trying to generate drama of some sort.
That's because they have a bad team.
Okay.
Their PR and agents just need to get it together. They messed up the platter that was handed to them. They could have had deals on deals. She could be an influencer again. Like, he could literally do nothing. I don't really care about him, but I feel like he is dragging her down.
He is?
Yeah.
I feel like she is.
No.
He's never done anything wrong.
I know. He like isn't adding to the couple. He's not really contributing.
Right, because he's like, there can only be one crazy in this relationship. And he's like, and it's not me.
And when they came to America, they had like a bunch of things lined up and they just dropped the ball on everything. I know. I don't know what it is about her, but I just like her.
There's no I don't know. I don't love her.
I mean, I'm not like obsessed, but I just think, why not give her a chance? I want to see what she's got. Let me
Nothing. She breaks up families.
No, I think he did that all on his own.
No, he did it to keep her quiet.
I think
he did it to be like, to support his wife.
Yeah, but I think she would have stuck it out.
Well, obviously not.
Yeah.
She was like, I want to go home.
No, I think he wanted a reason out to begin with, and that was just another reason to go.
I don't believe that, but
yeah, that's what I
think.
Jam.
Shut your stop it.
Wouldn't that be crazy if she set up a booth at a farmer's market?
Grassroots.
Yeah.
But the University Hills farmer's market. Just like, that'd be amazing.
And she's got her big floppy hat on and her apron.
I hope she sells crystals too. Yeah. Stupid shit.
Some jams and then some artisanal bread.
Oh my god. Yeah, and I hope she makes like a spicy jalapeno one.
Oh, of course.
I do love those.
And then I have a fancy butter knife to go along with it.
Oh yeah, for sure. She sells the set.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, that was fun.
That was fun.
Honestly, that's all I got.
Honestly, same.
All right.
Okay.
Good times.
Cool. Well, make sure you share this episode with your bestie and share your favorite conspiracy theories because we would love to know them. And make sure that you rate, review, subscribe, give us 5 stars wherever you get your podcast, Apple, Spotify, YouTube. Follow us at The Honestly Show, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. And we'll see you next time. Bye.
Disclaimer. This podcast is for entertainment purposes only. The stories and statements expressed herein are experiences and opinions. They may not represent the views of the production studio or the hosts. If you disagree with our content, that's okay. No podcast is perfect for everyone.